What's up guys, Sal here. So after one eternity later, I finally got my Galaxy Note 10 Plus delivered to me. It looks like Samsung was using Internet Explorer while I was placing my order. At this point, you and even your dogs must have watched the unboxing of the smartphone already, so I'm not gonna focus this video on the unboxing experience, but rather let you know 4 points that I guess not a lot of people are talking about. First of all, these are the things that you get inside the box. You also get a free screen protector installed right out of the box, so you don't have to pay extra for the third-party ones. That said, remember a few days ago, a Samsung representative said that the reasons for the removal of the headphone jack on the Note 10 and Note 10 Plus are A. to increase the battery capacity by 100 mAh and B. to improve the haptic feedback of the phone. For those of you who don't know, haptic feedback is like the vibration the phone creates, but it's much more than that. It stimulates the sense of touch. Not only you can touch your phone, but the phone can touch you back, if that makes sense. Anyway, since the headphone jack creates a cavity inside, it's hard for them to create a good haptic feedback experience. And it looks like that was true, because the haptic feedback has gotten way better than the S10's, and I would even say that it has gotten as good as the iPhone X's haptic feedback. It's a fact that all these years, no Android phone even came close to iPhone's haptic engine. But that obviously changed with the Galaxy Note 10. Also, as you can see, the ultrasonic fingerprint scanner sits way above than what it is on the Galaxy S10 Plus. It has to do with the size of the phone, and I actually prefer it on the Note 10 Plus because my finger naturally goes into that position. As far as any improvements are concerned, I haven't experienced any. The fingerprint scanner on the S10 Plus is already fast and reliable, but since the Note 10 Plus is the next generation of phone to have this technology, I was expecting a little improvements in speeds compared to the S10's, but that didn't happen. It works the same, but no complaints though. In its current form and state, it's good enough. So the next thing is interesting. You see this hole at the top? First we thought it was for the IR blaster, but then we got to know it's for the second external speaker. Even Samsung mentioned it in their manual that it's for a second speaker, but in reality it's not. This hole was created to allow the sound to escape from the earpiece. You see, the earpiece grill on the Note 10 Plus is so tiny that you can't even see it unless you stare at it for like 10 minutes to figure out where exactly the grill is. Since the earpiece grill is basically non-existent, the sound has to leave the device from the top, and that's the reason they have created a hole up there. It's not for the dedicated second speaker. The Note 10 Plus has the exact stereo speakers as the S10 Plus, which means the earpiece acts as a second speaker. Anyway, one other thing I would like to mention is that for some reason, I've yet to get any accidental touches at the sides, which is a great thing. And no, I haven't installed the Edge Touch app either. Probably it has to do with the boxier design of the handset. Speaking of which, I love the form factor of this phone. I love how it feels in the hand. Pretty solid, looks amazing. Hands down the best looking smartphone that Samsung has ever created. Bottom line, pretty satisfied with the device. Even though I'm upgrading from the S10 Plus, I can still feel and see improvements, which are a good thing. That said, I'll do a full detailed review of this handset later, but in the meantime, if you have any questions, drop them down in the comments. I'll make sure to answer each and every one of them. And as always, I'll see you all tomorrow. Peace out.